Okay, you're hiding something. I'm guessing it's like a back off, so he's gonna back off, try to buff him, and then it'll have shield and all this other crap. Okay, well... let's go with... it's GG. Okay, I was like, I feel like it's over, because I'm just gonna go, like, here and here, kill, well, go in here, kill this, move him out, like, kill this, move this up, move him over, kill him, the hidden's gone, and then it's, yeah, it's pretty much chalked. Another Unleashed regional qualifier is in the books, but I'm still playing some of these old decks, trying out some of these Origin Legends I still haven't had a chance to touch on. So this video, I decided to check out Collin's from Challenger TCG's Sett deck that he played to the Sydney RQ. So this is a couple weeks old. He does have a new list that he played to the Vancouver Regionals, or RQ, that I think he didn't do as well, but you know, I think it was a bigger tournament as well. I think that was like 1,800 players, whereas this was a 1,400 player tournament, so not a huge difference, but definitely makes a difference. There is a higher level of skill with more players involved, assuming. And I had never tried out Sett until this video, until these games. Some of the cards that kind of gatekeep Sett for me, it used to be the Brawler. I felt like a lot of people were playing Brawler. This list plays Kingpin, who is a nice, cheap alternative, and he's fairly good. You know, this is more of a hold style deck, and I will say, to me, hold decks seem a little easier, and then knowing that I can kind of hold with confidence, because I can always use the legend ability to recall a unit, and basically they're not going to die. Like, I don't have to worry about my biggest unit dying unless they're going to be able to kill it twice. You know, you're going to have to kill it on the battlefield, and then you're going to have to kill it in my base. So, kind of ask your opponent to do a lot. You know, you still do, you can only save one unit with that, but overall, very cool. Some of the cards I thought were super cool to play with. So you got the Fey Dragon, which buffs 4 units, up to 4 friendly units, and then when you spend a buff, you can play a Gold Gear token exhausted. So with the legend ability, with things like Call to Glory, with things like Monastery, there's kind of a few different ways you can spend buffs overall. So that's not super unheard of. And then you have Arena Bar, which just, when you play a unit, when you have an exhausted unit, you can tap it and then buff them. So all your units are going to generally come in exhausted. Well, there's no way they're not going to come in exhausted. Nothing in this deck has Accelerate. So, very cool. You do have First Mate to kind of ready things. Showstopper is another way to buff a unit and pseudo-accelerate them, because you buff it in base, move it to a battlefield. New cards, we got Fey Folk, we got Vi, we got Repulse. So, sort of be aggressive with the Fey Folks, stun your opponents with the Vi if they've got a big unit. And then you've got Repulse to kind of deal with a little bit of removal. Well, targeted single removal is what the Repulse would do. And then you've got some buff spells like your Punch First, your Call to Glory. And then you don't have a lot of backline removal. Orange just doesn't have a lot in general, but you got your challenge. So, I felt like this deck was fairly easy to pilot. Super fun, super straightforward, nothing too crazy. If I could find a set of Showstoppers, maybe a set of Sabotages, I would consider playing this deck. Hold decks overall, I think I've done better with. Just for me personally, trying to decide when to move in and things like that has been one of my struggles with Riftbound. It seems like, you know, Fey Folk, you can say, oh, they're tapped out, let me get super aggressive here and just move in. But let me know what you think of the deck, if you've tried it out. If you've played Sett before, what were your thoughts when you tried out? That would probably never be the deck I would lean towards. Okay, we don't need both of these. Let's, well, let's put you away. Ah, there's another one. Okay. So, let's go Fey Folk. Go to 1. Or, oh wait, whoops, what am I doing? LOL. Whoops. Tap 2, pass. Okay, my thought on this next turn. But I feel like Pike is like surprisingly seeing more play than I would have thought. But after the Teemo did well, like I think people are just kind of looking and saying like, hey, this can be a good card. Okay, so you're tapped out. Oh, I want to like... Oh, what do I want to do? I don't have enough plays right here. If I go 2 buff... I mean, he's a 4. Problem is I can't like throw anything on a battlefield. Buff you. I mean, we can just trade out, I guess. Ready you. Is it worth dropping a... I think we have another Feyfolk, but I think like keeping the pressure on him. Like, we want to just take care of this Vex. And, well, I guess we don't score there. We actually don't get a score. Unfortunate, because we just traded there. Maybe going in... Okay, I should have gone Pit Rookie, Conquered, gone in with the Feyfolk. That's what I should have done. Sequence that bad. That was a bad sequence. Drops another 4, Stellacorn. Okay, so now you're gonna just try to get some move going. Okay. So if I move you to here, where's like the better place to move him to? I kind of want to drop my Sett at this point. Go first mate. So we have 5. We can do like all our plays. Okay, go to 1. Sabotage. Let's see what's in your hand. Or are you going to defy it? If you defy, you can't on guard. Okay. Or, well, you can still on guard. So on guard pushes you up to 2. Part of me wants to... Okay. If a buff friendly unit would die... Let me move you to here. Grab you. Push you here. Draws a card. And then you have 1 up. So you're really like, all you've got is the on guard. Okay. But we're taking, like, we're just shutting down, like, all your plays. Let's just tap 2, play Cloudfield, and pass. Kind of a slow game, but I'm feeling really good. I feel like we have Irelia. Irelia's got cards in hand and runes. So if you drop Irelia, you're basically... You'd have to go Irelia plus a spell to ready her. And then I just Hidden Blade because you're not going to be able to... Well, if you go like Irelia on guard, then I guess you'll have Defy available. Okay, dropping the other one would have been nice. Okay. We get the hold trigger. We do hold the 2. Get +1 for each buff friendly unit. Let's move you back. I guess we'd have to spin to move the Irelia. Let's just go... Let's drop another Fey Folk. Buff you up. Part of me wants to use the Sett, but... Okay, so Sett would be a... I mean, he can go massive here. I think that's, like, the scariest part. Is, like, how massive he could go. But let's just keep... I guess if he gets on a battlefield and drops Vex, but we can just Hidden Blade the Vex. Let's just pass on that. I feel like I want a Hidden Blade. I want a Hidden Blade whatever he does, just because that kills Irelia, and if he doesn't like commit a GA or something to it right like before he goes in, I'm just gonna go for it. I mean, I guess if I had gone Call to Glory, you would go up to a 5, and then honestly a 6. So, doesn't feel bad. Does not feel bad. Huh. Things to consider. Sett is a very different deck than what I'm used to. Last focus? Question mark? No. Let's just tap to... Let's just Hidden Blade. Pay the deflect. Force the not so fast. Either not so fast or draw cards. You've got 9 runes up, so... Okay, we'll take that. I'll take killing the Irelia. That's solid. Drops 3. Boots, okay. I'm gonna do 2 to ready. So you're now a 5 with 2 up. Yeah. Well, okay, see, the problem is hiding cards actually is not a good play. You're just kind of setting yourself back. In my opinion, like my opinion, personally. So, let's go... He's a 5. Let's go Cloudfield. I kind of just want to drop him and just like say, hey, I've got a big guy. He's got tank too. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yellow. We actually can drop Arena Bar. He's a 6. Let's go. I think dropping Arena Bar feels good too. Tap. Buff. He's a 7. And then we just spend a buff to grab him to here. So 7 to 5. He has to kill Sett first. Sett would drop to a 6, but he would go up to an 8, or he'd go up to 9. traps too. What are you doing? Flash, potentially? Drops to 5, goes up to 8, goes up to 9. So we go to 3. Sett still has his buff. And then I think I just go Faithful to lock in this one. Go to 4. I mean, he can ready anything and send it in, but is it going to be enough? That's 2 Stellacorns down, and that's 1 Irelia down. And that's a Vex, 2 Stellacorns, and an Irelia. Like, you're running out of solid units. And maybe moving this. This actually probably wasn't a good move, because now we can't insta-move him wherever we want. But we just go... Well, Fiora won't be able to gank over on this next turn. We'd have to take a turn off. Okay. Poro comes in, 5. Or he's a 4. We're a 6 here. Oh, this got a buff. No, we didn't play a unit. We moved a unit. My bad. Goes up to 6. I actually would have... If you're going to go here, you probably should have done that first, because then you could push up to a 7. So, and I can still just spin this and you're not going to kill him. So you kind of have to kill everything. So he's a 4. Four total. Or if you want to say 3. That's fine. Oh, yeah. Sett should be 5, so he's 6. Okay, so he's 6. Oh, okay. Is he 5? I forget that he counts himself for each buffed friendly unit, so he's counting himself as well. 5, 6, 7. Okay. All this will die. I guess now you can... Okay, you're going to charm him back in. Okay. It's a little annoying, but we're going to get some card draw here. And then hopefully that does enough. Because this is going to be a 4. And he's gone down on runes now. He can gank over, which is a little annoying. But we can play Fiora, buff her up. She has ganking, tank, all that. Or deflect, ganking, and shield. Keeps leaving these 2 up. He just played a lot of cards, though. Ride the wind. Oh, okay, you're going to ride the wind over. Little annoying, but trying to catch up. He would actually be like See, I don't know how the Abandoned Hall works with, like, the resolve and everything. Like, everything resolving. So that was both Fae Folks down. Okay, pass. Okay, so if I go in, if that's a back off or whatever... It's actually not that concerning. Because I would honestly go, like, go in, force him to try to kill me. Okay. Totally fine there. I guess he could drop another Vex if he has it, but chances are he has 2 Vexes. 3 Vexes in Irelia would seem like overkill. But I guess Vex is probably way better in Irelia because you can like just insta throw it on a battlefield. Okay, so kill this. I mean, we kill this, prevent the hold. I mean, he can't really, I'm 5. I'm a 5, you're a 4, so he's got to have something here. On guard, okay. Exhaust. Hide that. You go back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I kind of did that out of order. Buff. Buff. Pass. This actually didn't die. That's a little annoying. And maybe just going over here and getting the Grove would have been better. So you go to 7. You're down to a 3. You're a 4 now. You're not this nice. So I think the biggest thing here is go over here first, so that way he can't just gank over. But let's go Fey Dragon to here, play the Fiora, buff the Fiora, move this Fiora in. Or maybe go double Fiora, because double Fiora would actually be a 12. 12 and then attack with 8. He'd need quite a bit. Tide Turner, okay. That's totally cool. Now you're not actually scaring me. So you would need, I mean, double on guard. You don't really have enough. Okay, let's start with this. Fiora to here. Go to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fiora, tap. Boom. Go in here. Go 8 to 2. Proc the Zonias. And then let's go 1, 2, 3. I mean, he kind of knows now. I kind of just gave away my hand. Gave away my hand on that one. But let's go Lucian. So we got 11 and we got 12 over here. I went to 5. I don't know if I went to 6. I'm at 6. So double hold wins the game. And he's got to basically have a lot. And maybe putting the Lucian in isn't actually that... Well, we can keep anything alive. Pretty much anything alive isn't going to matter. So, this is where, did it pay off killing all of those units early, or did we give him enough cards to win the game? But I don't see a world where he has enough. You got 4 cards. Like, I got nothing. Like, you either got it or you don't. And you kind of have to deal with the... You have to deal with the Fiora battlefield first, because the Fiora battlefield you'll lose. But yeah, you just kind of lose either way. And like... I mean, you can't... Like, you would need... You've done double discipline. You've done 1 on guard. So... You could have the on guards, but that's not enough. Chances of you having, I mean, you could have Defiant Dance. Defiant Dance is a play, but You go like, okay, taps 2, ride the wind. So I guess that resolves, and then it pushes them to 5, okay. Let me put all this on him, sorry. They're both 6s. So you're a 4. You're a 6. So that's 10 still. You go to 10, okay. See, I probably would have been doing it, well, 11 to 10, okay. This one dies. Okay, yeah, I guess that works, because you come in... Yeah, GG's, you got me. You had, what, double Defiant Dance at the end? Okay, I didn't think about him ganking over and killing me. I guess maybe just stacking 1 overall would have probably been better. I thought I had that, but he actually had enough. Showstopper doesn't do much. Oh, he's a 6. If I go move you back... Oh, I can't buff you, though. That's who I need. I need to buff you. Well, okay, we go... Arena Bar to... Arena Bar, buff, move Fiora in. Okay, hold the 2. Let's go... Fiora to here. 1, 2, 3. Arena Bar. Tap Arena Bar. Buff the Fiora. Move the Feyfolk back. Tap. Recycle an orange for Showstopper. Buff. Move. Grab you to here. He said, no, I don't like that. There we go. Yeah, if we're killing your Irelia this early, it's just hard to win. That's a fun. That was like, I feel like that's the truth though. You need to like invest so early and just be like, hey, I'm just gonna punish you because you tapped out and you played Irelia way early. I didn't realize how good Showstopper. I mean, Showstopper in combination with Feyfolk is just absolutely insane. But Kha'Zix is like, so I played Green Azir last week and I played Kha'Zix the week before. Out of those two, I just definitely enjoyed Kha'Zix more, and I think that's the deck I like. If I was gonna play something for fun, that would probably be the deck. Like if I was gonna just play a single deck, I'd probably play like Kha'Zix with the Draven build, because when I was playing that online, that was peak. That was peak enjoyment for me. Tap 2, pass. I'm getting so lucky going first on all these games. But I think this weekend, I'm either going to play Sprite, Aggro Ornn, potentially Vex, or Diana. Those are like the 3 I'm between. And I think this Ornn, all stacked deck in the opening hand. Yikes. So, like, I don't know. It's like these aggressive decks. I think... Oh, same guy. Like these aggressive decks are kind of what I've been enjoying in the game. Or like the tempo aggressive decks have been my favorites. The like more control-y types I haven't played too much with, like where you're just like going back and forth killing each other with spells. Haven't played too many of those. Let's drop a... Let's just keep. I feel like... let's drop the Pit Rookie. Let's mulligan at least one. We should probably mulligan more. Fey Folk. Pass. And maybe Pit Rookie probably would have been better if I had looked at my battlefield and just seen what I had. Mine's Diana. See, I haven't gotten to play Diana in person. Diana was like... When I was playing it online, I was enjoying it. God, this dude is just like, if I don't get the perfect setup, I'm just gonna leave. So that's really a good way to play the game. But I get it. That's the joy of online. Is you can just leave a game, find a new one. Leave a game, find a new one. Because right now I'm just trying to... so there is... I mean... I'll probably have a couple weeks before... Well... I probably won't play a skirmish until probably Father's Day weekend. So I'm really trying to find I want to test out a couple more decks and just see which one I enjoy the most. Which one I do the best with and enjoy the most. And then that will be... and then we'll go from there. Tap 2, play you, pass. But I'm always a firm believer in the good decks. Like, always a firm believer that good decks will, what's the word? Okay, I can just punish this. Kind of want to spend the buff. Establish Sett. Buff. Move you to here. Push you to 4, and then you're dead. Go to 1. I just don't want him to establish any battlefield presence. But I'm always a believer that like the old decks are probably better than the new decks, just because like they're already fleshed out, like they're already like built, and then they just need like they just need a little whatchamacallit, like they just add cards to it, which just makes them good. Okay, channel 1 rune exhausted, awesome. So if I go... Okay, if I drop... Oh, I wish I could move you where I wanted to. Okay, let's do this. Oh, what sucks is I can't... Well, if I go Fiora to here... Call to Glory, move him over... And then you're going to be a 6 now. Pass. But I do think Diana is just like... Diana is fun. And I like the idea that like you can use Diana in combination with... like you can use the showdown energy. Like it's not like spell exclusive. So you can be like, hey, I'm going to drop a bunch of ambush units. Or I'm going to drop like purple Kha'Zix with it. But I hate that some of these purple lists are... I hate that, or like some of these orange decks like Kha'Zix are just like Aurora chases. Like, hey, we're just going to play Aurora and hope for the best. I don't love that. What are you going to drop? 2? You're going to have 2 more. Fan. Okay. Ooh, you're going to have to pay deflect for the fan. I don't mind that. Don't mind that one bit. Okay. So we have 8 up. I go Fey Dragon. Okay, if I go Fey Dragon, I can move Fiora in. Okay. For this. Huh, okay. Here's what I think I want to do. I want to spin the buff Fiora, send Fiora in. If I send Fiora in, he's going to pay deflect to move her back. I think she would still just die. She would actually still, well, if I, no. She probably would just die. I think I'd just wait a turn. Surely he probably establishes Sona. But let's just see. Let's go Sabotage. Let's get an idea. Because you're going to hold. Actually, you're going to hold. You're probably going to have more this turn than next turn. If you Defy here, though, you're actually out of all counters. Switcheroo, Last Rites, Scuttle. What's the other one? Discipline. Okay, Switcheroo, I feel like we can play around fairly easy. Discipline gives him a card. Let's get rid of Discipline. The Switcheroo's taxing. Push you to 7. If you go up to 7, I mean, I trade with that. 7 to 6, you swap us out. Well, no, because no. Here we go. Call to Glory, spin the buff. And then push you to 7, move you over. And then we tap 1, we repulse that. So you can't do that. That's going to kill Vex. And then Vex will die. Fiora will also, well, well, who do you kill? And then she's gonna get a buff because of all that. Okay, you're killing the Fiora, cool. And then we go to 4. That felt like a pretty hard turn for you to come back from. Roar should just be banned. Not because it's OP, just with... Yeah, I feel like that's kind of my... Like, it's a cool card and it's good. Like, I feel like it allows some of these bigger units to see play. But it is kind of... it's annoying from, like, the best of perspective. Like, it's it doesn't reward good deck building on some of these lesser played legends. Like, it's funny to me because you were like, when you look at like day 2s, you see like, hey, all these decks that made day 2 aren't necessarily like, okay, go to 6, exhausted. Like all these decks that made, like, when you look at like the breakdown, it's like there was a lot of poppies that made day 2 and like converted, but it's like, okay, well, they weren't because they were great poppy builds. It was just because they were Aurora builds that like that was it, you know. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, an orange, Fey Dragon to here, buff, buff, buff. So he gets 3. Yep, that's GG's. I mean, you push him up to 4, he still can't kill anything. GG's. Go to Nexus, like, if I had no responsibilities and it was just like, I would definitely be at Nexus Nights, like, I would be at Nexus Nights probably like at least 2 to 3 times a week. And I would probably just like, especially if I was making content, I would definitely be like going 2 to 3 times a week and playing different decks every time. You decide not so fast for LeBlanc? Okay. So wait, I meant to I asked, but I don't think I got an answer. Which Ornn did you play? Did you play blue or red? Or not, blue or green? Blue or green, not blue or red. Okay. Pit rookie to here. Go to 1. Tap 4. Drop the Fiora. Hide a Hidden Blade. And pass. I do think I am still getting a little too aggressive with my plays and just not like taking a little bit of time. Piercing Light. So my question is, does it fizzle? Okay. Okay. I was like, I would assume because you say like you're targeting and like before, because like you have to deal 2 to a unit at a battlefield, and if you can't, so guys, does it fizzle? Blue Ornn, but honestly wasn't much of a factor in my games aside from being deflect bait, and that's the thing, like, because no unit. Okay. That was my question too. Does that fizzle? Like, I think I want to put, I need to look at the sideboard, and like that might be things I change up. And maybe if I can't find if I can't find some of the cards, I just play 1 of each in the deck. 1 in this, like, play the blue one and then play the green is like just to help me dig. Okay. I think it does. Spells do the most they can. The targeting requirements are already met. I didn't think it does either. Okay. But I don't know, because it's like a reaction. I don't think it does. We'll just say it doesn't. I don't care too much. Ooh, what sucks is we can't even play Sett right now. 2, 3. Play first mate. He wasn't buffed. The pit rookie wasn't buffed, so a little unfortunate. Just pass there. Need to get my Fey Dragon involved, but if I go Fey Dragon into first mate, then I can get a draw, which I need to draw some cards like bad. Sundisk, okay. So on this, well, if he has like Hidden Blade, I can just, I mean, I have answers to whatever you do. You'll get a card. Little annoying. I'm gonna move into here. No. Okay. Do I have any card? Okay, actually, I'll go ahead. Let's tap out for Fey Dragon. Let's buff them both. Move first mate into there. Go to 2. Spin the buff to draw a card. And then pass turn. Blue Ornn was easy to get to that 7 might threshold to keep it safe. To not fizzle. Okay. Thank you. I was curious if it fizzled or what. So he's a 6 now. They both die. Your hand is just, you don't have that many cards, so I'm feeling really good. And if I just go challenge to kill this, it just yeah. Oh, and I get, oh, this is the other thing I keep on forgetting. This is the other thing. I forget that Fey Dragon actually says words. Because that was spin buff, that was spin buff. Sorry. I forget that I forget that's why Fey Dragon's good, because Fey Dragon actually insulates you away from having like some of these bad plays. Like it mitigates some of your costs. I forget that. Someone commented that on my Kha'Zix video, and they're like, "Hey, when you have Fey Dragon, you get gold for using the buffs." And I totally just didn't know. Okay. Go to 3. And now challenge that, hidden blade him. Okay. So you are getting cards. Go to 4. Tap 2 for Pit Rookie. Let's buff Fey Dragon. And then let's just keep everything up. But yeah, no, that deflect 2, it just goes crazy with Ornn. Like deflect 2, because anything they're using to target it is pretty much going to already cost like a spell. Like it's already going to cost a rune, so it's like no matter what, they're usually going to spend at least 3 runes, or like recycle 3 runes to just play the card, or like to do whatever they want to do. So both these units will come in ready. Play Seal of Rage. Okay, tap Seal. 2 and a Seal for what? What can you play for 2 and a Seal? Oh, you're playing the Undying. I swear you just tapped 2, but let's go tap 2 and the gold for challenge. Fey Dragon into him. Okay, so if that's gonna fizzle. That's totally fine. Oh, he dies. The Undying Legion just seems like a lot. Okay, Punch first, so you're at 13. So that's gonna die. Oh. We go to 5. Move in the first mate. Spin the buff. Go to 6. Make another gold. Draw a card. And then I think it's just chalked up for you at this point. Kind of want to like just buff something just to buff it. I feel like I should use some runes. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 3, 4 into yellow. Let's just drop the Sett. And then pass. This deck is actually surprisingly like, I mean, not surprisingly good. Like the pilot is a great player, so to think they would make a great deck is not far-fetched. Repulse. Yeah, we just have them. We just have the answers like that. So now you can tap Sun Disk to bring your next unit in ready. And you can try to go here, but I have Punch First again. And it's not going to do enough. Deck's pretty gas. Oh, he's playing the Falling Star. Okay, well, it has to resolve before mine resolves, so you're good, yep. What did he do first there? He did he do a Hidden Blade? I feel like he's got to play the Undying Legion at this point, like constantly. But it's just not enough. And I can really just go Vi into hold the 7. Yeah, I mean, I go 4, 5, 6. GG's. Yeah, Vi into that. I mean, there was like 10 ways I could have done that. I did get eroded, so. Just a lot going on. I'm curious. I mean, I feel like it's just a thing that's going to be. I'm curious how prevalent that will continue to be in like the game overall. Mulligan. Yikes. Faithful pass. What are you dropping? A GA. Okay. Oh, see, this is what I dislike. Okay. I think this is that turn where I need to play smart and just not go crazy with it. Like, don't just try to push into a battlefield. Make him, you know. Okay. So you're gonna spend 2. Okay, you're not spending 2 to ready. Cool. Okay, move you in. Okay, well, that's 5. Oh, God, it's not. I want to go, like, challenge into. Okay, well, if I go. You're a 4. You would drop to. You have a 1. You have 1 might. Okay, if I go punch first into a challenge, like I can just shut you down a little bit. Punch first, that's 2, challenge. So that'd be 3 runes gone. I'm down to 3. Okay. I feel like this is that like heck of aggressive play. Let's grab you. Move you to here. And maybe moving Fiora here first, so that way, well, it's got to be a unit that I control there. Okay, I go to 1. Yep, you just know it. Okay. And then, so now you would be up to 6. You would have to, like, you kind of have to do a lot, I think. Let's do this. Drop the arena bar. Well, no. We don't want to tap arena bar. Buff you. We go to 2. I don't know if that's shield or what. But I don't know if the castle is shield or if that's tank. Maybe tank is an actual thing. Okay, and then next turn we'll have the Vi play available. Boots of Swiftness. Okay. Hold the 4. Move the Feyfolk back, tap that. Buff him. We're not attacking. I think I just want to save that. I guess I probably if I was gonna buff, I should have put the Sett back. Okay, we're good though. We chill. We chill on that. Because if he does try to like charm me in, okay. Here comes the Irelia. I assume this is Irelia at this point. Yep. Man, you really. Okay. That's cool. So Irelia is gonna be that's a 7. You're like an 8 right now. You're a 6. You're currently a 6. Okay. So. Okay. I move you in. Let's just use you. Spend the buff. Okay. That's fine. Okay. I mean, I don't... Okay, you're 6, 7, 8. Cool. That's 1 defy down. So we're a 5. If I buff you, we go to your... Huh. Okay, I have like... I can play all my cards. And then I feel pretty good about it. But, okay, let's say... So if you play any type of spell... What do we need to, like, maximize? Let's say it's double... Well, Defiant Dance is the one that's annoying. Let's go Feyfolk to here. Gust, okay. I don't mind that. Okay, you're now at 10. So now you could have Defiant Dance. That would push you up +2. I'd be -2. So I'm at, okay. Let's say I spin the Call to Glory. I go to a 7. I go down to a 5. You'd be like, I go down to a 5, and then I have another 5, and you're gonna be like way. way high. You're gonna be pretty beefed up. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go Vi to here. Or Vi with Arena Bar. So this is now... Okay, I want to do Call to Glory first. Spin the buff, push you to an 8. Tap 1, recycle for Showstopper, buff, or can I do that? I don't know, maybe I can't do that. Okay, wait. Okay. 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 Spend Fiora buff. Okay, spend Fiora buff for Call to Glory. Showstopper, buff Fiora to push you into here. Okay, reveal. And then now, oh, well, Vi isn't ready anymore. Huh, that actually is terrible. Go to 5. I kind of just did that bad. That was actually so bad. Move you back. That was a pretty bad play. That did not work out how I thought it did. I was thinking like... Because the issue was the Fiora wasn't ready. That's unfortunate. Okay. Maybe just using Call to Glory and like Faithful, moving him in. Because now you've got so many cards and I'm just like... Now I'm hurting. Okay, you're not a 10 anymore. You're at most a 7. Okay, now you're a 6. 100% a 6. Fiora to here. Okay, so you're a 4. Hide, spin buff, exhaust. Let's go Vi to here. You're stunned. So we still trade, you're dead. Unless you have another spell, it still dies. Okay, the good thing is you're burning like spell after spell, so we just have to get all these cards out of your hand. readied. Tap arena bar for this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tap, buff, and you are going to be 1, 2, 3. So you're going to be a 5, you're a 7, you're an 8. So 8 and a 6, so that's 14 might defending. Pass. And you're now a 7. So, and we can save anything, so it really doesn't matter. He's got to get over both. Okay, that gives him a 10. That pushes him to 10. Or no, that pushes him to... Okay. So 7. Discipline does 3. That's 10. Oh my god, that does 12. That's crazy. The thing is, I feel like we're still in such a good spot because now you've spent 2 of your 3 disciplines. I'm not planning on playing any spells. It's just lack of cards. Lack of cards is killing me here. But now you have to decide, am I going to go in and actually commit everything right here? So, and you might have more cards in hand, like you, but you're not killing anything. You're not going to kill everything. Charm. Okay, now you do kill the Vi. That's a little annoying. Okay, so you're back down to a 6. Okay, you have 3 runes up. I have Repulse. Okay, you're a 5. You would be a 6 going in. Let's drop them both in. He's going to go Defiant Dance. Repulse that. Play Defy. Okay, so he's a 4. You're an 8. Okay, you're a 9. Oh, you're gonna boost up to a 10. You're such a prick. That's absolutely annoying. That's some GG's. GG's. Man, I pushed him to like everything. I should have maybe just I mean, I couldn't do anything on the Repulse. Yeah, 1 turn off the Sabotage would have been nice. Okay, the Irelia matchup, it seems like you have to like, I mean, oh no, ignore. The Irelia matchup, we just need to like force the Irelia. Like the wins we've won, it's been like, hey, Irelia just gets punished. So I don't think I've played any Irelias. I saw one person playing Irelia this past weekend. I like gate kept the deck from me. It was like, this is a little too expensive. When he was in that like 30 range. I think it's really just important to pick up cards as you play. Put the first mate away. Like, I think it's important, like, it kind of depends. It depends on what your game plan is, but I would say it's important to just, like, buy cards, like, as prices go down. Let's go here. Go to 2. Tap 2. Drop Pit Rookie. Buff him. Pass. Probably could have gone up to 3 right there, but are you on for a moment tonight? And yeah, I'm down. I'm down to play a game. Just Hidden Blade that. I hate that play, but I actually, well, I didn't have a double orange, so hold, trigger, we draw a card, go here, go to 4, I think now would be, he could buff up to 3. Trying to think what seems like a good play. I think just 1, 2. I think establishing arena bar. Start trying to get as much value off it as we can. If I keep you there, I don't really want to play a punch first yet. I don't care that much about a Pit Rookie to play a punch first. It's, yeah, I appreciate that, but it doesn't really matter to me. Do you have a preference? I'm just gonna probably play this deck. Somehow, I guess my account, it reset. It put me on like a different login here. Yeah, I don't want to go behind here. Reveal. Cool. Scuttle Crab's down. Drops a 3. Bewitching. You buff 1 unit, but you're also like an accelerate. Let's drop you. Okay, go here. Kill that. Go to 5. Showstopper actually feels pretty solid here. Well, we can do this. 1, 2. No. Well, actually, we go 1, 2, 3, 4. A yellow for Sett. Tap. Buff. Oh, I want to move him in, but I feel like that seems like a bad play. Because if I move him in, then I can't protect him. And I think that's been my issue with some of this. It's just I'm not protecting my units well. But going up to 6 and then like threatening the double conquer for the win. Or like threatening the hold, at least. I'm liking the deck more than I thought I would. It's simpler than I think, but I will say the problem with orange is drawing cards. If you can, and it feels like I think my issue is I'm just spending cards at like a crazy rate. You know, like, okay, are you gonna spend 2? Spend 2, move him in, attach that, make him a 7. Okay, you're not gonna do that. Oh, but I'm gonna get you here. Okay, you're got. So we go here. Tap 2. Feyfolk. Tap. Buff him. 1, 2, 3. Ready him. I do need to pay deflect. Let's do a yellow. I'm a 7. GG's. Boom. Easy. Like, Fae Folk is actually crazy. Fae Folk is insanely cool. Or Irresistible Fae Folk. The deck feels really good overall.